Hello, hello. Technical failure again, I'm afraid. Well, actually not technical failure, person failure. We got to here and I thought, I've been doing this a long time, and I had a look and I hadn't pressed record again. I'm really sorry. But there is other things to do. So basically, I've glued this on. I'd already glued this on before I started. I've just added some lace at the top and the bottom, put some flowers on and some bling. In a way, it was lucky because it took a lot of deliberation and consideration for me to get this far. Picked some more flowers and I've inked those. So unfortunately we're just going to have to carry on. Now I did say in the previous not recorded video that this would probably be 4 parts, and it would be a very good idea if you kind of like what I am making to watch part 4. Now this in theory would be part 4, but it's not, and I've probably just put way too, oh, that's the odd bit, way too much glue on there. But this stuff it's a bit difficult to use, so I'm sorry about you not watching me inking and not watching me deciding where I was going to put lace, what lace I was going to use, but I would say you've had a lucky escape because it was no short process. I have put way too much glue there. This is why I don't sell this type of work, because it's not something I've really got my head around yet. It's experimental. Is that one the wrong way round? No, I think that should go that way. This lace trim that I picked up on that shop with me is not exactly brilliant stuff. It's not lace, obviously, sorry. It's like a vine. So what I'm going to do is I've actually inked the wrong side of this leaf, so I'm just going to re-ink. I don't feel bad. I'm not going to say sorry because you haven't watched me ink anything yet. This is the first thing. So I'll just give that a little bit of an ink the right side. And I'm going to tuck it under this flower at the bottom just to kind of tie it in a little bit. That will go under there. Yep. I'm going to do these tweezers. I did say, what did I say in the previous video? I did say thank you to everyone who's following the website and blog. And I have been in touch with WordPress and they say there is absolutely no reason why the link shouldn't work for all, whatchamacallits, you know, those things you search on the internet, what are they called? Search engines. Apparently it should work for all search engines. There should be no issue with any of them. So I am at a bit of a loss as to why some of you can't click or at least copy and paste the link in. It's just, it does not have www in front of it. You can put the HTTPS, you can, but you don't need it. Apparently, is what WordPress are saying. And they've sent me all the links I need to try and do this newsletter, but it's not an easy task, not an easy process. So I will do it. I'm just not sure how long it's going to take me with my IT skills. Could be today. Obviously I haven't got anything to put really in a newsletter today, but I could have it, you know, prepared today. Or it could be in a month or in a week. Oh, sorry. Jay, could you just quickly shut that door, please? Thank you. Sorry, my son has decided to get out of bed, and he's certainly not the quietest person in the world. Once they get out of bed, he stayed at a friend's house last night, but decided he was going to come home about 5 this morning. Decided he'd had enough of sleeping in a tent in a back garden. I found there quite well. I'm actually surprised that went as smoothly as it did. But now, as I've picked off the little gems that were on there to put matching ones from, you know, the bottom here, or that match the bottom. I'm never sure if these flowers stick. Piece of random eyelash trim. Now, let's see how this goes. Bit of glue, roughly in place. Right, one down. Just let's see how the rest go. It's stuck up my nail. Here we go. There was something else actually. What did I say in the previous video? Oh yeah, my little fall yesterday. I was saying it's amazing because some mornings I get out of bed and I have the biggest bruises you've ever seen, and I have absolutely no idea what I've done. Now, yesterday, hit my head on the dowling, tripped over the sewing machine, landed on my big shot, nothing. I've got the tiniest little dot of a bruise you've ever seen. Isn't that weird? Unless, you know, in a couple of days I finally get the bruise that I should have now, because that's quite possible too. I think they're down, and I think that's enough. It kind of looks like it's all growing together, doesn't it? Just want to follow that theme. This probably still is going to be 4 videos long because I just have I want to make a couple of little ephemera pieces for this, and I will show you why in a minute. Now this cover is pretty much done. I don't want to do too much more to it. I'm quite happy with that, and I'm sorry you haven't seen the process, but like I said, you've probably had a lucky escape. Yeah, I don't normally do flowery, frilly, but that's that. Okay, so if it will take me opening it up, which I hope it will, I've made a little pocket using that gorgeous Tim Holtz wallpaper. Now I'm not going to sew it because I'm certainly not going to get the sewing machine out and kill myself again today. But I've just cut this out and inked it, and I did that in the previous video that I didn't record. But I do have a little kind of plan for this. I'm not putting anything that side, and I'll show you why in a minute. So that's quite cool, and I just want something very simple on here. And I thought, this is something I was umming and ahhing about on the front cover, but I think I'm going to pop that here over this. I don't, oh pants, where's the lid? Don't want to leave your lid off the Fab-Protect, do you? Do we want a piece of lace under that? Let me have a little, where's the lace that I had cut out for the front and then didn't use? Here we go. That's just a little little kind of scrap piece here. Might layer that. Yeah, I think we'll go for a little layer. Just going to ink. Right, let's get this down fairly quickly. So, because like I said, I want to show you. Oh, I went the wrong side. There is actually a right and a wrong way for this lace. I'm just going to use that as a little guide, roughly there. There. I'm pretty sure I use way more glue than I need. Now let's just glue this, and then I can. Oh, which way is the right way? There is a. Yeah, I'll show you what I've made, and I'd like to do maybe a couple of little pieces of ephemera, and I'm going to use some images that I've got from Julie at the old design shop. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to print them and I'm going to cut them out while this video is uploading. So hopefully I can finish this video properly, not abruptly, and you know, you suddenly disappear. I'm hoping I can do this all and then I can prepare for the next video very quickly and then show you what I want to do. Finally, to just finish this off. Right, the tweezers. Oh, that's not straight. There we go. It's a bit difficult. I'm going to have to hold it from underneath. I think this is enough for this pocket. I don't want it to be over the top. Now, obviously, we have a pocket here. We have a pocket here, and what I made, it's very basic so far, but I've made a small journal with some tea stain paper, some book pages. It's kind of botanical, some botanical pages. It's very straightforward at the moment. I've actually used a glassine bag, never used those, and I've cut the bottom off. So we've got a little journal, and I've managed to use some of that gorgeous vintage book, which actually slots quite nicely into this back cover. Okay, so it is going to be, and not only does it give you a journal in here, it actually makes that back cover a little bit more secure. So it is going to be a little journal, very little, but a little journal. Made with these envelopes, and I am going to give it away. I have, you know, like I said before, I've reached 5,000 subscribers. I do feel like I should repay somehow, and you know, it's a very small item. However, I will not be sending it recorded delivery. It will come out in standard post, so I will explain what I'm going to do for the giveaway for this little journal in the next video. So I think that is it for now. I'm sorry you didn't see the whole process of the front cover, but like I said, you've probably had a lucky escape, and this is kind of what it looks like. Bit shabby, bit chicy, bit gluey. Yeah, bit gluey. Maybe I'll have to try and cover a couple of little bits of glue up. But that's the little journal, and we're going to do something with this with some ephemera in the next video, which will be very shortly. So I will be back shortly, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye.